Hello, YouTube family. If you are currently in a no contact relationship or situation with someone, this is the perfect video for you. We are going to dive into why there is this radio silence between the two of you, okay? As you can see, we have 4 piles to choose from today. Like always, we're going to have a bit of meditation time, just in case you need that moment to align yourself and choose your pile. But of course, if not, you can check the description below. I've got the timestamps, the emojis, whatever you need to choose your pile, okay? You can book consultations with me for either divination or spell work, whatever floats your boat, suits your fancy. Thank you so much to everyone who's booked with me and who's ordered things. I'm super, super grateful. And we've had some great experiences so far. So again, if you're interested, all you have to do is fill out that Google form and pick a time to book. And you can do all that through that link in my bio. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this meditation time. All right, you guys, let's get into the pile selection. Here, all the way on the left, we have pile number 1. Here we have pile number 2. Here we have pile number 3. And of course, all the way on the right, we have pile number 4. Thank you so much for watching. And let's go ahead and see what is with this radio silence, this no contact connection. Hello, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and get into your message. First things first, we're going to lay out our cards and then we'll get into it. Okay, we have wishful thinking coming out as the first card. We have time coming out as card number 2. Okay, and then we have make the efforts coming out last here. Okay, we're probably going to get some more cards out here. We'll see. All right, so I'm kind of already picking up an interesting energy here. This card is going to represent their energy. This card is going to represent your energy. And this is kind of going to tell us some more details about why you're still no contact with this person, okay? I feel like this no contact connection, at least by the time you're seeing this video, is in your hands, pile number 1. This time card coming out, delay, procrastination, and too busy. This tells me when it comes to your energy in this connection or in this situationship, whatever you want to call it, you're very obsessed with time, when something's going to work out, how long it's going to take, when you should do this, when you should do that, how long you should do this, how long you should do that, how many times you should wait for this, or if you should wait for this, or if you should go for this. Like, it's overwhelming almost, pile number 1. Okay, this other person in the connection, I feel like they have this wishful thinking, right? They're in this energy of, oh, I might get a second chance. Oh, things might, turn around for me, blah, 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 blah. But for you, my love, I'm getting you're a lot more anxious than this other person is for whatever reason that may be. Okay. Spirit's telling you though, make the effort. Okay. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So if you feel like, if you feel at this time that it's not, quote, worth the risk, Well, then that's completely up to you. That's your prerogative. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. We have someone else. Someone else is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. So maybe this is why you're picking up this. This is why you're procrastinating so much and you're delaying it, trying to keep yourself busy. Because even though, yeah, we have the narcissist card. Even though you want to be no contact with this person, it makes you anxious, right? Your person is definitely too full of themselves, pawn number one. Your person has this attitude of, I almost want to say it's arrogance, okay? This person might be a little arrogant. This is why they have this wishful thinking. This is why they're not anxious. They don't have this pressed for time kind of approach to the connection or the situation, because they see it as everything's going to be fine. I'm going to be fine, and I'm going to get what I want from this connection, right? But you're like, okay, how are we going to make this work? When are we going to make this work? You're a lot more logistical in this situation, and the other person is a lot more emotional at this time, whether it's genuine and vulnerable emotion or it's like played up emotion. It's still leaning more on the emotional side. Okay. Yeah, we'll pull one of these. Let's see. We have moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner. So Spirit's definitely saying here, if you feel guided to take certain steps, take those steps, whether it be literal moving or just something that kickstarts some type of movement here, some type of change. Don't be afraid to take the steps you need to take. Okay, pawn number one, Spirit's definitely encouraging you not to wait around and not to delay your decision, okay, or your decisions when it comes to this person anymore, because they don't share that same urgency. That's the best word I can say. They don't share that same urgency at this moment. This person is, again, full of themselves. They are sitting in a place that's way more comfortable than you because they, quote, know things are going to be fine. Okay. Yeah, we're going to pull one tarot card out here. Okay, Spirit's saying the reason that you're still not hearing anything from this person, or you're still no contact with this person, is the Four of Cups. There's this sense of dissatisfaction that's still swirling either within you or within the connection. And I feel like you're definitely feeling it more than this other person is, which again is why it's kind of giving me this energy of you actually being the one in power in this situation, because this person feels like how can I say this? Although this person feels like they're in charge of the energy, you're in charge of the movement here. Okay, whatever you want to happen will happen when you initiate it to happen. Do you see what I'm saying, pawn number one? So, Spirit's telling you, if you don't put in that little bit of effort, initiate that little bit of energy, there likely is going to continue to be a bit of silence. The Four of Cups also tells me here that it's actually such a cute card. Okay, but this Four of Cups also tells me there is, how can I say this, Spirit? I don't know why I'm feeling this energy that I need to choose my words so carefully. Maybe that's the energy you're in, again, with this kind of procrastination, delayed energy. You're wanting to be very meticulous. You're wanting to be very careful. But this Four of Cups tells you that, you know, life is going to hand you an opportunity when it comes to this connection. There's no contact connection to make that connection. But it's important to decide, okay, is this serving me or no? Okay, there we go. That's the overall message. Thank you, Spirit. Is it serving you though? It hasn't happened. This connection is still no contact, because Spirit is still wanting you to reflect on, do you really have to say yes? Do you really have to do is this something that you really need? Or is it just something that's making you feel the way you feel like you can't make yourself feel? You know what I mean? Is it giving you some type of comfort, some type of motivation, some type of love or inspiration that you feel like you can't get anywhere else? Kind of ask yourself, what is it about this connection of this person that really has me wanting to break this no contact? Okay. Yeah, Spirit's saying sometimes rejection and redirection are protection. Okay, pile number one. I think I'm going to leave it there. Of course, if you guys want any divination of your own, any readings of your own done, or any spell work, you can book a consultation with me through the link in my bio, okay, or my description below. Okay, this is what I have for you, pile number one. I cannot wait to see you in a booking or right back here on my YouTube channel. Bye, you guys. Pile number two, welcome to your reading, my love. Let's go ahead and get into your no contact connection. Okay, we'll probably get just a few more cards out here, but let's start with these. So first we have the puzzled card coming out. Okay, and it says confused, perplexed, and conflicted. So already this is telling me the other person in this connection is feeling very confused. They're feeling very conflicted. They don't really know which way to go, which direction to head in, what voices to listen to and follow in their mind, okay? With this nurturing card, mentorship, wisdom, and giving back. This is your energy, pile number two. You're in this energy of, I'm hearing it's like you're grown now. So Spirit's saying you definitely have grown a lot since being in no contact with this person. It's almost like the breakup trope of one person who is really in love being so broken down in the beginning and then getting better over time. And then the other person who maybe made the wrong decisions or ended the relationship or whatever the case may be, feeling fine and whoop-de-doo in the beginning. And then as time goes on, feeling worse and worse when it finally hits them what they've done and that they're losing the relationship, okay, or that they've lost the relationship, okay. I'm actually going to go straight to these cards before we read that other one there. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have challenges coming out. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. That's where you're at, baby. That is where you're at. And it's no surprise to me because you're in such a more mature energy than this other person is. You see what I'm saying, pile number two? It's not necessarily that you're completely healed and you don't care anymore. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? If you didn't care about having no contact, if you didn't care about this person, then they wouldn't be in your mind. You wouldn't worry about what they're doing. You wouldn't want to contact them again. But Spirit's not here to judge you whether you want to do that or not. That's your decision. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit's telling you, you got to make a decision, okay? All of the wisdom, all of the things you reflected on, all of the many realizations and awakenings you've had since going no contact, and even maybe shortly before going no contact, you are being asked to use all of that information now. Use all of that data now, okay? It says, give it time, everything in divine timing, let things flow. So that's very interesting. Although Spirit's saying, telling you to make a decision, Spirit's encouraging them to let time pass. Okay, Spirit's encouraging them to let things happen in divine timing. So this definitely does tell me that you are kind of in the position of power at the moment, pile number two, when it comes to this no contact connection. Spirit's definitely telling me this will likely stay no contact just a little while longer, okay, pile number two. And it's for a reason. What is that reason? Again, for you to reflect, not even reflect, but for you to use the information, for you to review everything that you've realized and learned and use that to make a decision, okay? Use that to heal your inner self, or use that to help someone else heal, and that will in turn heal you, because this is the card of mentorship as well. This is the card of helping someone else out when they're down and when they're possibly in a similar situation or having similar feelings, okay? So, why are you guys still no contact overall, right? We kind of got into how both parties feel and what those energies are looking like, but the reason that you are in a no contact overall, oh, look at that. It says ask, I didn't even read it. It says ask for and accept support from others. What are they saying here? Okay, right now, that's what your focus should be, giving and receiving this energy easily and openly, not just waiting on, not just waiting to give and receive energy to this one person. Okay. The Six of Pentacles also tells me, Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, or the Six of Specimens here in this deck, it's all about reconnecting with what you used to love. And which is so interesting because he's looking at this kid here, and this definitely could be interpreted as you looking at your inner child, right? Again, going back in the past, looking at all of these things that you've learned and reviewing all of these things who've made you who you are. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Pile number 2, you're needing to do a lot of decision, a lot of pros and cons kind of thinking, and then you're going to have to make a decision. Once you make that decision, which way do you want to go and what's most healing for you, then you will start to see things move in your 3D. But until you make that decision, until you make that connection with your inner self, possibly your inner child here, or you make that connection with self, maybe through discussions with friends or with a friend, whatever this is and whoever this is for you, Spirit's kind of saying here, it's like playing hide and seek, right? It's like you're playing hide and seek with yourself. You're keeping certain things in the vault. There are certain things that your inner child is aware of that you might not know. And it's your turn to get up and to seek and to look. And when you find it, it's not about, dominating. It's not about rubbing in your face. I win, I found you, right? You find them. You observe, you take that in, whatever that experience is for you, and you move on, you move forward. Next time, your turn, whatever, move on. Let your friends help you. Let your inner child help you and guide you into the right direction. And then you will start to see some things moving, okay? Kind of a quick message for you, my love. Cups or specimens in this deck also represents Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So any of those could be confirmation for you or could be significant for you as you're moving forward, okay? All right, pile number 2. Thank you so much. If you would like any divination done or any spell work done by moi for you, you can go into the link tree in my description or in my bio. And of course, we can get a consultation out here for you, okay? If not, of course, I love to see you here on my YouTube channel. So I cannot wait to see you right back here again. Bye, you guys. Hello, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and lay your cards out. We're going to dive into your person's energy, dive into your energy, and then we're going to see specifically why you're still no contact, okay? Pile number 3, baby. You got me getting hot. I just started to heat up. So that tells me there's a lot of active energy and there could be a lot of intense energy. And looking at the cards, it's making sense. Okay. When we're picking up your person's energy, okay, we have the card saying exhausted, burned out, burdened, and empty. This person feels so overwhelmed. This person feels so burnt out and burdened and empty. They're so stressed, okay? They're stressed about the connection. They're stressed about things outside of the connection. This person could have some issues at home or regarding the home. This person could be having issues with their car or having issues with travel as well, okay? This person is tired. They're exhausted in this connection. They're wanting intimacy is what Spirit's saying. Sexual chemistry and reminiscing. They're either really reminiscing on your connection or they're ready to get it in, okay, as a stress relief, as a form of stress relief. And Spirit's saying that might be how you can expect no contact to break, okay? Not ideal, okay? Okay, I'm so sorry, pile number 3. My camera cut out on me. Usually that does give me a little bit of a sign that whoever's energy I'm picking up or I'm talking about, they either don't want you to hear the things that I have to say, or they or they're themselves just quite afraid to admit some things here, and it's tracking, okay? Because this person doesn't, Spirit's kind of telling me this person isn't used to having to stress like this. Yeah, this person isn't used to having to stress like this. This person is used to being in control and, dare I say, creating the stress in other people. They're not used to having to go through the darkest valleys, babe. The Spirit's saying it's their turn. Okay, we have envy, ooh, resentful, competitive, discontent. So this is talking about your energy, babe. Give me a little bit more detail. Yeah, maybe this has to do with some toxic love, some toxic relationship shit that y'all used to go through before you guys were no contact. Maybe you guys, somebody could be a fire sign here as well, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Wow, we have patience. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. Yeah, things are way too crazy right now, babe. Oh my gosh. I didn't even look, I swear. Healing family issues. Didn't I just say that this person could have families at home or regarding the home? Have issues regarding the home, the family, or things at home. There's something that this person has going on that, ooh, it's a lot, okay? But they're meant to deal with this shit on their own. I'm gonna be honest with you. This envy that you're feeling, there is no motherfucking need, okay? Spirit's telling me as time goes on, and you know, if you have patience, you can definitely expect this energy to go away, to fizzle out, to be gone, okay? You're not gonna feel this discontent, okay, for that much longer. You're not going to feel this resent towards this person. You're not going to feel like you're in constant competition with this person, constantly comparing yourself to this person anymore. You're not going to feel that way anymore, okay? If anything, you're going to be looking at this person and being like, you know, I feel bad for them. Okay, you're going to go from feeling jealous, how come they feel so good? How come they do this and they do that and they can do this and do that and feel great? And for you, you're going to start to transition and shift and be like, you know what? I feel bad for this person because they don't know how to make good decisions. I feel bad for this person because they think that, you know, life is all sweet and you can make all these bad decisions. You can treat people any kind of way and not kind of get your karma for it. You know what I mean? So Spirit's saying you don't have to be this person's karma and you're not meant to. You're not meant to be. Okay. Let me get one more out here. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I feel like that's definitely true for your person here, but in general, right? So this no contact connection is still no contact. And one of those big reasons has to do with family issues. Okay, this has to do with either individual like family issues or Spirit's telling me this connection could have maybe like blew up around the family, or your family could be very intertwined, involved in your relationship, your connection with this person. And that kind of might have led to some difficulties, might have led to some issues, and especially led to this very burdened feeling for this other person and this kind of resentful feeling for you. Okay, we have moving, change of residence or moving in with your partner. Okay, so Spirit's telling me somebody could be moving out of the home soon. This could be why this person's feeling so intense, right? Because there's soon to be, or there currently is, some type of big burden or responsibility on them, again, that they've never had to deal with before. And unfortunately, I'm hearing your heart is nails. Okay, your heart is nails. Okay, pawn number 3, you can get through anything. You can get past anything. You can handle anything. And this person is going to be learning a big lesson in that. Okay, Spirit's also telling me here, when it comes to you not being no contact still, yes, they're saying a couple months, okay, just a few more months. It doesn't have to be that long, but for some of you it will be. And this is somewhat, not completely, but somewhat going to depend on healing these family issues, healing these inner child wounds, these inner teen wounds, healing the beliefs and ideals, and shifting those beliefs and ideals that we've inherited, that we've learned from our parents. Okay, for example, if you are used to seeing your parents argue in a certain way, and then you get in a relationship with this person, and now you're arguing with this person in that way, that could continue quite a negative cycle, especially if the other person maybe doesn't argue that way and doesn't understand. And so it creates more conflicts because of those differences. You know what I mean? So if you can work your way back, if you can dive into those family issues and those maybe parental, maternal issues that you have, and break them down and dissolve them, things are going to go so much smoother and get so much better for you guys. Now, what I will say is this person, both of you have your individual work to do. That hasn't necessarily been the case with all the piles. Some of the piles here today have been more leaning on one side than the other. But for you guys, it's feeling pretty split. And I feel like that's because both of you guys, don't take this the wrong way, both of you guys have fucked up a little bit in this connection, some way, somehow. That's what Spirit's telling me. But the difference between you and this person is you have been, you've been hurting, and you've been comparing yourself to this person in regards to how they handle things and how they might just get over things, or how they might just, you know, be able to be happy even though we have all this stuff going on. And it's fading. It's fading. It was a facade, babe. There was nothing to actually be in competition with. There was nothing to actually be envious with or of, because this person was putting on a facade, and now they're going to be the ones looking for intimacy, looking for some type of connection from you or with you, because they're like, oh no, things are getting bad. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's everything that I could say. Let me pull one more card, actually, pile number 3. Okay, give me one more card in regards to this no contact connection, Spirit. Give me one more card in regards to this no contact connection. Let's see. Okay, we got the 10 of ray guns in the reverse, aka the 10 of swords. Spirit's saying acceptance is going to be your friend and denial is going to be your enemy, baby. Moving forward, that is your advice. Spirit's telling you, if you deny the truth, deny the past, deny the present, you can best believe that you and this other person, even if you do reach the point of breaking this no contact, it's not going to go smoothly, and it's not going to go well for you. Okay, you've got to go in deep and do that inner work, and this other person has to do that as well. Their spirit team is going to be trying to communicate with them and send them those signs and those intuitive messages to do that healing, and it's also up to them to do that work. Okay, so pile number 3, that's what I have for you, my love. Thank you so much for joining me, for getting this message, receiving this message. Please be sure to like the video. And if you want your own divination done, whether that be charms, tarot, astrology, whatever, or that be spell work, okay, you want spell work or energy work done, you can definitely book a consultation with me. Okay, you can do that through the link tree in my description or in my bio. And of course, if not, I love to see you here on my YouTube channel. And I can't wait to see you right back here again next time. Bye, you guys. Pile number 4, last but not least, let's go ahead and get into your person's energy, your energy, and why you are in no contact. Okay. So let's pull a couple more. We're going to put all your cards out, actually, and then we're going to yap. All right. You're the only pile that I've actually felt called to do this with. So spirits may be telling you, look at the bigger picture. Maybe you're ready to walk away. Maybe both parties are very overwhelmed at the moment, ready to, reevaluate. And spirit saying, yes, reevaluate, but look at the big picture. Don't just look at Don't just look at and review over and over certain parts of this connection or situation. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, babe. Okay, so this person could have felt like you were using them. Oops, sorry about that. This person could have thought that you were using them, okay? Blocked, it says moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. This person wants you, at least this is, you know, what their energy is saying. This person is convinced that they don't want to speak to you. They don't want to communicate with you. They have nothing to say to you. And this is kind of because they really, how can I say this? They feel like on their side of things, they were being used. This didn't have to be actually monetarily, like materially for money or anything, but in some way, shape, or form, this person feels like things weren't fair. This person feels like they were giving a lot in some aspects, and they weren't receiving that much, or as much as they wanted, okay, or desired. Whether you feel like this is valid or not, this is how this person feels, okay? And Spirit's telling me the way that you feel is like, okay, I'm ready to throw my hands in the air, wipe my hands, and I'm done. You know what I mean? You're feeling like you've been ghosted. You're feeling like this separation is, I'm hearing a lot more intense. So maybe you guys have separated in the past, have been on breaks before, but this is feeling a lot more serious. It's feeling a lot more intense, and it's feeling like maybe it's time for me to walk away. You know what I mean? Both of you guys. Okay. Okay. Spirit's telling me, okay, and we see that in this reconciliation card, someone from your past is returning to your life. This person has remained in your life for a reason, but this person also has remained no contact for a specific reason. And it's because you both need to do some reflection and thinking apart, okay, individually. I feel like maybe you guys used to spend a lot of time together. Maybe you guys are just, you have a very heavy influence on each other for, you know, whatever reason that may be. I heard birth chart, so it could be something astrologically that just clicks between the two of you. And that's why it really feels so intense for both of you here. It's not just you, my love. Okay, I promise you, this other person, they're feeling it. They're feeling the weight of this no contact connection. Spirit's saying the reason that you're still no contact, though, is because if you want the reconciliation, which Spirit, I feel like is working towards or is making happen in some way, if this is something that you're really wanting, you have to make sure that when you reconcile, things aren't going to be a repeat cycle of last time. Okay, that's actually the very last thing that you want. Spirit saying, we have the confession card out here. Someone has to tell you something, okay? But Spirit saying you guys cannot communicate right now because this energy is not healthy communication energy. That is not fertile grounds to plant any new seeds in. No. Okay. Call number 4. I feel like this is a very interesting energy. It's like I'm telling someone who has just been through the weeds of it all, the darkest valleys, that, oh, keep your head up. Things are going to get better. You're going to get what you want. This is all actually happening because you're manifesting something so great that things have to reshift. Things have to be reconstructed. That's literally what I'm hearing. Things need to be reconstructed. Like, get out the power tools. Everybody put your hard hats on. It's time to do some real work. Okay. And that is why you're still in no contact. Okay. Spirit's also telling me here, if you do get some type of messages from this person, or if you feel, okay, if you get messages from this person, it will likely be some type of confession type of messages, some type of, you know, laying my heart out there, wearing my heart on my sleeve. Hey, I don't mean to bother you, but I just really wanted to know blah, 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 blah. Or, hey, I've been thinking about this. You don't have to respond, but I just want to tell you that blah, 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 blah. Like messages like that are something that you may be able to expect here from this person. And also, I'm kind of hearing like careful on your reply. But also, if you're feeling called to text message this person, to give send messages back to back, or Aries, somebody could have Aries or a Scorpio in their chart, because both of those signs will likely say whatever the fuck they have to say whenever they have to say it, and they don't care how it makes them look. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm hearing Spirit saying. No, 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 no. You want to reconcile. You want things to be healthy. You want things to be fruitful and fulfilling when things are not even back to normal, but when things are better than before, right? When you guys get back together and you're in contact again, you don't want to override the energy. Okay. Let's see. We have the 10 of Specimens as your final card. This is the 10 of Cups in the original tarot. So again, that's like Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. So Scorpio is definitely significant here. But overall, the 10 of Cups literally represents you having these emotionally satisfying, fulfilling, content feeling relationships. Look at this, literally a happy family. Okay, it's literally a happy family. It takes a lot to build a family. It takes a lot to build, I got this image of my mind of a family reunion photo. You see generations and generations of love, generations and generations of experiences, of perspectives. It takes a long time to build that kind of, what's the word? I heard the word treasure. How cute. It takes a long time to build and to nourish that kind of treasure, that kind of love, that kind of family. And Spirit saying that's what you want. You want the family. You want the pure happiness. You want the true contentment, the true, I look around my house and I feel so abundant. That's what you're looking for. Okay. And you're not going to get that if you're, one, approaching this connection already convinced that separation is its, end goal. And two, you're not going to get that if communication is so strained and the things that you guys are, no, not necessarily the things you're communicating about, but the ways you are communicating and the things that you're expecting in communication are constantly negative, constantly poor. Okay. So this is what I have coming out for you. Definitely yapping, but I know this is going to find you in divine timing, and I know this is going to be helpful for you. You have got this. Continue to, you don't have to press so hard to force this distance, to force yourself to actually, move on right now. But step back. That's what they're telling you. If you feel called to, of course, move on, right? If this is your confirmation for you, do that. But for those of you who don't want to move on quite yet, Spirit's just telling you this other person is unavailable. The reconciliation right now is unavailable to you. So what can you do as you step back and take care of yourself? Okay. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. If you would like any divination, tarot, charms, astrology, whatever the case may be of your own, or you would like some root work or spell work done by moi, you can do that through a consultation. You can just find that in the linktree. Okay, that's in my description or in my bio. And if not, I love having you here on my YouTube channel, and I cannot wait to see you here again. Bye, you guys.